Let's slowly remove the block out from our buttocks and facing to the top of your mat. Let's come on to child's pose. Have our knees slightly apart, toes slightly touching. Sit our buttocks to our heels. Stretch our arms forward, gently lowering our hairline down onto the ground. Keep your buttocks to your heels. Keep rolling your buttocks down while you're stretching your arms forward such that your elbows are off the mat. And you're feeling the stretch in your armpit, in your arm, because you're walking your hands so forward. Let's take 3 breaths here. Keeping the buttocks down onto our own heels, stretching our arms forward. Take 1 more breath. Gently exhale, looking forward, bringing our shoulders above our wrists, coming into tabletop position. Bring our knees slightly closer together, hip width distance apart. Your knees are hip width distance apart. Your calves are parallel to each other. Let's do a few rounds of cat and cow. Before we do that, make sure your palms are widely spread. Your fingers are spread open and you're pressing your index finger and your thumb down into the mat nicely, okay? Make sure you're pressing this part here nicely so as not to sink so much weight onto the wrist. Placing our palms down, spread our fingers, index finger and thumb pressing down. Let's sink our belly down, arching our spine, looking front, opening our chest forward, shoulders rolling back towards our hips. Keep drawing your palms closer towards your knees. Of course, your palms and your knees are not moving. It's just an action. We're drawing the palms closer towards the knees. With an exhale, let's round our back, curl our spine up like an angry cat. And in here, we're pushing our palms away from our knees, drawing our spine up higher. Take a few breaths here. Keep breathing. Never hold your breath. And slowly, with an inhale, sinking our belly down, looking up, open our chest forward, look front, shoulders rolling back in, drawing our palms closer towards our knees. And with an exhale, let's round our back, look at our belly, curl our spine up, push our palms away from our knees. Let's inhale, sinking belly down, looking front, shoulders rolling back, chest open, draw your palms closer towards your knees. And exhale, rounding our back, looking towards our belly, push our palms away from our knees. And let's inhale, one last round, looking front, shoulders rolling back, drawing our palms closer towards our knees. With our exhale, sinking our belly down, pushing our spine up, pushing our palms away from our knees. And inhale, coming back to neutral spine. We're going to walk our palms slightly forward, keeping our buttocks in the air. We're just going to lower our chest down onto the ground. Slowly slide your hands a little bit forward, lowering your chest down. If it's comfortable for you, chin down on the ground. If not, forehead down onto the ground. Let's stay here a few breaths. Trying to sink our belly down to the ground. Your hips remains above your knees. Taking a few breaths here. No tension in the shoulders, just only arching our spine. 2 more breaths here. 1 last breath. Slowly, gently, push yourself back up to your tabletop position. We're going to lower our left forearm down onto the ground. Lower your left forearm down onto the ground. Take your right palm in between your shoulder blades at your back and lower your right triceps down onto the ground, pointing your right elbow to the top of the mat and rest your right ears down onto the ground. And feel the stretch in your right triceps, in your right shoulders. And you can fine-tune for yourself, bringing your right elbow closer towards your face and pointing it more to the top of the mat and continuously lowering your right triceps down onto the ground. Take a few breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out. Allow the stretch to happen in your right triceps, in your armpit area. Let's take one last breath. Slowly, gently release your right hand out. Lower your right forearm onto the ground. Take your left palm, place it between your shoulder blades. Point your left elbow forward. Lower your left triceps down. And lower your left ears down onto the ground. Feeling the stretch in your left triceps, in your left shoulders. And again, fine-tune for yourself. Bring that left arm closer towards your face. More to the top of the mat. Going deeper in the stretch a little bit. Take a few breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly and gently with your breath, gently release your palms out. Coming back onto your palms. We're going to slowly come lying down on our belly. Lie down on our belly. And we're going to stretch our left hand out 90 degrees to our body. Stretch your left hand out. Bend your right knee. And we're going to roll ourselves over to the left side. Walking the left hand a little bit more to the left side. And gently lowering that right soles of the feet onto the ground behind us. And taking our right arm behind our back. Taking time here to stretch our chest, the left side of our chest. Take a few breaths. When you feel more comfortable, if your body allows you to stretch more, you're going to open your chest towards the ceiling a little bit more, a little bit more. You can walk your right feet such that you find a good support. There's no strength needed in the right leg. And when you feel ready, you're going to bend your left leg, left soles of the feet on the ground as well. Taking some time here to open our chest towards the ceiling. And slowly and gently stretch the left leg down. Roll ourselves back down onto the mat. Let's change to the other side. Let's stretch our right hand out 90 degrees to our body. Bend the left leg. Turn ourselves around to sleep on the right side. Left soles of the feet on the ground. Left hand behind our back. Make sure your right arm is stretched 90 degrees to your body. Take some breaths here. Breathing in and breathing out. When your body feels ready to go deeper, open your chest more towards the ceiling. If you like to, you can position your left feet such that it's very comfortable. And then slowly start to bend your right knee, right soles of the feet on the ground, allowing us to open our chest more to the ceiling, but only if you feel comfortable. Take a few breaths here to allow the stretch to happen. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly and gently stretch your right leg down. Come back to lying on the belly. Lie down on the belly. Put our palms beside our chest. Tuck our toes, push ourselves up. Coming back to child's pose. Bring your knees hip-width distance apart. Toes slightly touching. Stretch your arms forward. Hairline down onto the ground. Sit your buttocks all the way to your heels while you're stretching your arms forward. And slowly and gently look front. Take your palms back towards your kneecap. Take your knees together, sitting in Vrajasana. Make sure your toes are pointing all the way back. Your toes are not coming in like this, coming inwards, pointing inwards. Your toes are pointing really nicely back. Your heels are together. Your toes can be apart. And if you feel a lot of tension in your ankle joint, you may want to grab a towel, or you can bend your mat such that you rest your ankles onto your mat to give you some support onto your ankles. Resting your ankles on a padded area and sitting like this onto our own buttocks. Can you press your inner thighs against each other and roll your buttocks more down, tilting your hips, the front of your hips coming towards your belly button, the back of your hips going down towards your feet, and still pressing your inner thighs. Let's interlink our hands in front of us, turn the palm facing out, Stretch your arms up. Imagine you're balancing a book onto the palms on top of your head and you don't want the book to drop. So balance the inner edge and outer edge of your palms. Pushing your palms up into the air. Keep your chin parallel to the ground. Keep looking front. Keep pressing your inner thighs against each other. If it's available for you, take your arms more behind your ears, stretching even your arms and armpits. Take a few breaths here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in and out. From here, we're going to keep both our buttocks onto our heels. We're just going to bend slightly towards the left side, bending our upper body towards the left. Make sure your right buttocks is still sitting onto your heels and your palms are pushing away from you over at the left side, stretching the right side of our body. Make sure your left arm is straightened, your left elbow is straightened, your inner thighs are still pressing against each other. And inhale, let's coming back up center. Interlink your hands properly. Push your palms away from you. Let's bend towards the right side. Make sure your left buttocks is still down onto your heels. And your head is in line with your spine. Your neck is in line with your spine. And you're pushing your palms away from you, stretching the left side of your body. Let's inhale, coming back up. Exhale, release your hands. Let's come back to child's pose again. Opening your knees apart. Walk your hands forward, hairline down onto the ground. Seat your buttocks to your heels while you're stretching your arms forward. Take a few breaths here. Breathing in and out.